Most soldiers love getting letters from home. Today, these soldiers manning a joint security station in Baghdad are reading a letter, but it's not from home.
General Petraeus is coming here today, so I guess I'd say, I wouldn't say security would be higher, but it is, you know. We have to clean up, you know, make sure everything's straight.
Soldiers all over Baghdad are finding themselves in smaller outposts like this one in the Mansour district. The idea is that a 24-hour presence in the area will help make communication with the local residents easier and prevent the enemy from gaining a foothold in sector. For the soldiers living here, however, it's taken some time to adjust.
It was difficult at first. When we first moved out here, I mean, this place was trashed. And since in the past 2 months, we've made it about 200% better than it once was.
Roger, good copy.
You don't get to shower every day. You know, you don't get your own privacy, which is, I think, the hardest part, you know. But it gets easier as you go along. You get used to it.
General Petraeus arrives at the JSS to receive a briefing from the battalion staff.
And so where do you have forces 24 hours a day?
He's no stranger to the tactics being implemented in the security plan. They're straight out of the Army's new counterinsurgency doctrine, the same doctrine that the general co-authored.
You have insurgents operating in the neighborhood, and you establish yourself in the middle of that insurgency. And you don't just visit that neighborhood on a daily basis. You live out there.
It seems to be mostly military males. I haven't seen any females on the road in the past half hour over.
This is the next stage of warfare that the Army's we're going into. And by doing that, we're making leaps in the right direction.
Shukran jazilan, Colonel.
It will take time before General Petraeus knows which direction he's taking coalition forces in Iraq, but he remains hopeful.
I think you always have to have hope. But again, there's a lot of challenges out there. It's very early days in Operation Fard al-Qanoun, the Baghdad security plan, and the greater plan to improve security throughout Iraq. It's months before we have all of our forces on the ground, and so we've got a long way to go.
As the sun sets on Baghdad, the soldiers who now inhabit the city know they can expect to be there for a while. Sergeant Jesse Granger, 7th MPAT, Baghdad, Iraq.